Well, hey, babe. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into these Real Housewives of Potomac. All right, y'all. I hope y'all can hear me because y'all know y'all girl was having some audio trouble over the weekend. I heard y'all was a little spicy over there in the chat, girl, but it's okay. It's fine. We here now. I just hope y'all can hear me. Okay. First things first, thank you guys so much for the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. Okay, me and you, us never part. Okay. Now listen, y'all. I put a poll out because I wanted to know who team was y'all on. Was y'all team Wendy, Gizelle, or just pure entertainment? Period. And I don't think I saw anybody being team Gizelle like it was. Okay, I see Gizelle got about 8% up there. She got about 8%. Meanwhile, Miss Wendy is taking the lead with 68%, and there's another 24% that is at just pure entertainment. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all on the pure entertainment because how this episode went, I gotta watch it again because I didn't know what side to be on. I felt like Wendy had some great points, but then I actually was like, maybe Ashley ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna go ahead and run through this review from what I jotted down. But just know I might end up coming back to y'all with a and another thing video talking about this. Let me see. LQ says, Team Wendy, there is too much colorism going on with that group. Too much. Objectively speaking, Team Wendy. Okay. Baby, Wendy ate Gizelle up. She did. She definitely ate her up. She did. She stuck a fork in her. Hey everyone, welcome and thank you for coming in the room. Okay, like the video. Thank you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and hop on in. Okay, so y'all know the next morning the ladies are all up eating breakfast and they waiting on Skylar, Wendy, and Karen. I saw Miss Wendy change her outfit like Miss Karen advised her to. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat and for the body. Didn't know you had it like that. I know, girl. I just be over here sitting pretty and just be minding my business. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's so many people showing it off, child. I ain't gotta do it. They'll do it for me. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead and move on. Thank you guys so much for the B-Day wishes. I appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, so I was saying about Wendy. What was I saying about Wendy? Because y'all done got me distracted a little bit. Oh, I know that she changed them clothes. So when Karen told her last week, like, girl, if you gonna be sitting up here dressed for her, you need to go change her clothes. And that's exactly what Miss Wendy did. And I'm glad she did change her clothes because you would have looked like a fool been up there in a damn sweater and everybody else in they pool attire. So that didn't make no sense. And so it made more sense for her to change and be comfortable and not stick out again, because had she wore that sweater and she stuck out again, they probably was gonna call you out for that too, girl. So I am kind of glad that she went ahead and she changed them clothes. So good for her. All right, Gizelle brings up Mia saying that Karen was upset because Gizelle called her a troll. Hilarious. Karen is a liar. Karen is a liar, girl. Y'all be trolling each other, period. Wendy and Karen, they ended up coming in. You know, Wendy had to make sure the girls saw the body. If you didn't see it before, you was gonna see it again on today. Whether you saw it before or you did not see it before, get into it now. Okay, because this is what it's giving. This is how we come to aerobics, okay? Water aerobics at that. All right, now Gizelle pulls Robyn to the side because she want to have a side conversation with her, and she said she didn't want to talk about this in front of the group. And I'm kind of like, well, you ain't had no issue talking about it in front of the group on the other day. So why you just want to go ahead and have this conversation now? Maybe she didn't want other people chiming in. And that lets me know that Gizelle know how to pull people to the side if she want to pull them to the side, honey. Okay? She ain't want to pull them to the side. So, but she'll do that for Robyn, though. Right, so she and Robyn talking. Let me go back actually, because Karen ended up bringing up Candiace's marriage, and she didn't like the things that Gizelle had to say. And Candiace said, "I have come to realize that Gizelle, what she said, lacks couth, or it's impossible for Gizelle to have couth 24 hours out of the day." Okay. Miss Candiace has been getting the girls together. Candiace has been Team Candiace since this season started so far. Have y'all noticed that? Candiace is calling everybody out, a thing, a spade, a spade. She will call out your fashions. Miss Candy is going in on everybody. All right, nobody is exempt at this time because she's definitely going off. Let me switch up because I'm not sure why this is showing like that because I want to make sure I'm seeing what's going on. Okay, perfect. There we go. All right, so yeah, so that's that about Candy. So Gizelle and Robyn are talking, right? And Gizelle says that she didn't want to go too deep about the conversation in front of the other ladies. And I'm just kind of like, I guess y'all already know how I feel about that. She has a conversation with her and wanting to understand why Robyn won't get up off her ass. I don't know what Robyn's funk is. It does seem like it comes off as though she's lazy and it's not just depression. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on with Robyn. Robyn got deals possibly on the table that she won't even take up, like Macy's, TJ Maxx. What are you doing? Gizelle telling Robyn how she needs to focus on being a mogul and everything. And I'm like, that's some good advice, but is that good advice, girl? Where's your business? You just started the last line. Anyway, I do feel like the conversation, in my opinion, should have started off with those braids that Robyn had in her head. I don't know which one is more tired. I don't know if it's Robyn that's tired or the braids that are tired. But I could tell from her head that she just tired. You know, tired and tapped out, I have to say. So I'm like, that's where y'all should have started at. And then y'all should have worked y'all way down with the conversation, in my opinion. But, you know, that's just me. What else went on? Robyn does say that she's dealing with some trauma from a past situation because y'all know she ended up losing that money and stuff due to a friend. And I kind of understand where she's coming from with that because I guess like a similar situation, but not on that type of capacity type thing. And I know when it comes to spending money, sometimes I'd be like, wait a minute. I get a little frugal sometimes because I always think about that thought of like, what if? You know what I'm saying? So I understand where Robyn is coming from in that standpoint, but I also feel like, Robyn, girl, you got way more money than me. And if that situation didn't teach you nothing, girl, it taught you how to manage your money. Okay? Period. You on your feet, Juan on his feet. With both of y'all being on y'all feet, I refuse to believe y'all gonna repeat the same mistakes. So somebody not gonna let somebody slip. So y'all need to get it together. Okay. Yeah, she's afraid of going big, okay, because she may not have no home. So she's afraid of that. What else did she say? She talked about the retailers. I told you guys about that, about how she talked about the retailers or whatever. So Gizelle doing this water aerobics. Miss Karen said, girl, I'm not going to get in. I'm going to sit over here and look pretty. That's just what I'm going to do. Okay. Karen said she was afraid of that wig coming off her head. I screamed. I said, I'm with you, Karen. I may not be with you any other time, but I'm with you on this one, girl. Okay. I cannot let no water get to this, ma'am. Okay. And I'm like, Karen, well, why you ain't wearing no braids? Oh, you probably was going to use a wig for those too. Because remember last time you came on the show and you put them braids in that wig and you look like a whole fool. I don't know what's going on under that scalp, but I would hope that you have enough hair to do you some actual braids, but maybe not. If not, we understand, Miss Karen. I get you. You had to go and sit out, girl. We see each other a little bit, just a little bit, girl. Ashley done arrive. Let me say this real quick because y'all know Wendy came out. She got in the pool. A lot of y'all not gonna like this, but I feel like at some point I'm gonna get tired. I feel like, let me say this. I feel like Wendy, I don't know. I think she might wear more revealing clothes to kind of like piss Gizelle and them off. And it kind of takes me back to the vibe of the degree. And I feel like I'm going to get tired of seeing Wendy's body. I do. I think I'm going to get tired of seeing, hearing, and talking about Wendy's body. Whether it's from her or it's from the other ladies. So I kind of want them to, you know, move past that. I wanted to highlight that, number one. But Ashley ends up coming to the house. She arrives, okay? But what I ain't like that Ashley did, she gonna come out and say, excuse me, what's on you guys' head? What's on your head? I said, Ashley, you want to be a white woman so motherfucking bad, don't you? Don't you? How the hell you don't know what the hell they got on their head? These black women in the pools, girl. And you've been around these people how long? How long have you been around these people? We understand that you've tried for a very long time to deny the black that is within you, girl. But you've been around these ladies long enough to know what the hell they got on their head. Excuse me, what is that on your head? What are those? Are those condoms? Like, girl, I wanted Ashley to turn around, get right back in the car, and go right back to where she came from. Gone back to Potomac, Ashley, with these antics. You want to be a white woman so bad, girl. And I'm like, no, you're not asking them what's on their head when you coming out here with your natural hair just flowing? I'm like, girl, you don't know what's gonna happen when that water hit your head. I can't take Ashley. Let me go ahead. All right, Ashley wants to get an update on the trip. Karen's ready to give her the update on the trip. I don't care what none of y'all say. I do not care, girl. You can moonwalk it. I do not care. Karen definitely allows Gizelle to live rent-free in her mind, okay? Because that's the first thing that she wanted to bring up was Gizelle, okay? And how she's laying over there and she's chilling because she doesn't want to be in the pool with Gizelle and this, that, and other. Girl, just say you don't want to get your damn wig wet. Just say that, okay? Because I'm going to get exhausted with y'all too as well, going back and forth. I'm already exhausted, actually. So Karen says that Gizelle called her a liar, and I was like, but did she lie? Did she lie? You are a liar. Liar. Okay, that is exactly what you are. Okay, Karen is definitely a liar. Girl, she called you liar. That's what you is. She ain't saying that wrong. Okay, then Karen speaks on, she's still not over the comments about Ray and how she feels like Gizelle owe her kids an apology and all this stuff. So I say, girl, Gizelle probably like fucking kids. Okay, she's probably like kids, to be honest. For that grown as hell. Let's move on. Mia says that Gizelle deserves a one-on-one. I believe that's what Mia said because she may be going through something or something like that, girl. And I'm like, girl, I guess, ain't it? That ain't gonna matter. Between Karen and Gizelle, it don't matter how many one-on-ones they have, it's a dead. Okay, it's not gonna happen. What else we got going on? Ashley and Gizelle. Okay, so Ashley tells Gizelle what Karen said about her. Okay, Gizelle says that she told Wendy she is a completely different person. All right, Ashley agrees, but she feels like last year she was overly enforcing the professor, right? And then for her to show up this year and it's the complete opposite is kind of bothersome, and that's my concern. I don't want Wendy to overly enforce the fact of look at my body, look at my body, look at my body. I got my breasts done. Ooh, I got a little bit of my booty done. Like, ooh, girl, look at my body, look at my body. Like, I don't want Wendy to feed into that. I don't want her to do it on her own, and I don't really want her to do it to try and make these girls jealous. Like, they already got whatever they got going on with them. Like, girl, just live your life. Like, I mean, okay. What else happened? Ashley tells Gizelle that Wendy was crying. At least that's what Miss Karen told her, okay? Gizelle feels as though over then that's BS. That ain't got shit to do with me. That's her own SHI, girl. Don't put that shit on me. Okay, Gizelle is thinking the rumors online could be the reason for her feeling a way about herself. I still disagree. I don't know. I don't think the rumors online have anything to... I don't think they have nothing to do with that. I do understand where Gizelle's coming from. Like, some of that could definitely be Wendy's own SHI as to why she was crying, but she could have been crying because she was hurt by what it is that you said, because she looked up to you, or she could have been crying because, she did these changes to her body thinking it was going to make her look appealing. Everybody's going to be so approving of it. And then when she show it off, it's like, y'all making her feel bad about her decision. So, I mean, whatever. Either way, it sounds like you the corporate though, Gizelle. All right. What else happened? Gizelle asked Ashley if she would be the person to bring up the tea to Miss Gizelle, to Wendy. Now, y'all know I was feeling a way about Ashley because I don't like Ashley, and I ain't gonna lie, I be looking for what you doing, Ashley, so I can call you out on it because I don't like you, girl. But Gizelle ended up asking her to tell Wendy the news because she don't think it would have been received well from her. And I kind of agree with that. I don't think Wendy would have received that well. I think the same way Wendy took it with Ashley, she would have took it with Gizelle, even more so with Gizelle after she's buddy with Karen now. And she may have heard whatever Karen may have told her and just what she's seen and experienced on her past season on the show. In addition to what the fans and everybody else say about Gizelle. Okay, so I feel like Wendy would have gave her the same energy. Like, okay, I see where you coming from with this. You trying to attack me, BIT. So I don't think she said she would have did it differently. I disagree. I think she would have handled it the same exact way, in my opinion. The ladies go out for lunch. Robyn late as usual. As you see, Robyn was doing good. She was at a high point in her life. And then she went right back down. I don't know what's going on, Miss Robyn. Okay, you're going to have to rise up. Rise up, girl. And see, that's the quickest way for me to not... I don't want no friend like that. BIT, if I got to sit and wait on you on something that's scheduled and we made a decision that we're going to be there, okay? That's one of my pet peeves is having to wait on motherfuckers because I would not have you waiting on me, okay? Oh, girl. You gotta tell people 2 hours ahead of time for them to show up on time. Girl, I ain't got time. Actually brings up Gizelle attacking everybody at the table because she wanted to talk about it, I believe, with Wendy, and then she ended up opening up more, talking about some Gizelle. You know, the conversation came up that Gizelle was out here attacking everyone, and Gizelle asked Wendy, "Well, I got a question. Oh, Wendy, are we good? Are we good?" Wendy was like, "See, that's something I wanted to talk to you about." No. Give me a second, okay? I'm talking. I wanted to let you know that you said some things that I really do not approve of. You know, it made me feel a way in my core. Yes. Yeah. You said last year that I had substance. And basically what you're saying this year is that I lack substance now. Okay. So I really don't like that. I don't appreciate that at all. So Miss Wendy was feeling all kind of ways about that particular statement of her saying that she did not have any substance. And Gizelle's response to this lady was, "My bad." I screamed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought she was gonna at least be sincere, like, "Well, I apologize, Wendy. You know, that's not where I was coming from. We could start this conversation over, but you know, that sounds too right. Like, right? That sounds too much like right." Okay. So of course not. Miss Gizelle was like, "Oh, my bad. It wasn't supposed to come out like that." It wasn't supposed to come out like that, man. Wendy said she cried and I cried and Karen poured into me. That was such an awkward moment. When Gizelle got in that confessional, I agreed 1000% with Gizelle. Gizelle was like, "Girl, this lady don't even like you. For real. This lady had a whole lot to say about you last year. Okay, girl, didn't even want you here. And now all of a sudden y'all are buddy, sis. Okay, that's fine, but you already see what happened with Miss Candiace, right? So Miss Candiace and Miss Karen already they on the outs, but they may be on the way back in. But right now, Candiace ain't fooling with Miss Karen. So the same thing can happen with you too. Okay, but I also was like, but she ain't really safe with you either, Gizelle. So y'all the same BIT in my opinion. Okay, you and Karen, y'all the same. All right. What else is going on? Mia brought up something about Wendy. I can't even remember what it was that she said, but of course it was surrounding how she should present herself and how she should be. When Mia is probably a person that shouldn't be telling nobody how they should be and how they should present themselves. We need you to focus on getting your lives in order. We need you to focus on you getting your stories in order before you telling somebody else what they need to do. Okay. What else? Wendy speaks on why women are not always open and honest about their plastic surgery because people make them feel bad about it, which is true. You know what I'm saying? I do agree with that. I think a lot of women don't come out and verbally say, you know, what they got going on or whatever, because people may judge them or whatever. I mean, but girl, you gonna get judged if it's your natural body or if it ain't your damn body. So I just kind of feel like, girl, I mean, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Just make sure you're doing it for you. Okay, but Ashley said something and I was like, damn, I feel like I understand what Ashley was saying. Ashley says, you're missing the point of the conversation though. Like you're speaking on your body. You're thinking that it's just about your body. It's not about your body. When you got your body done though, not only did that change, but how you talk, how you act, like you have done a complete turnaround from what we were used to seeing versus who you are now. You ingrained in our heads who you were, a woman of substance. You had this, you had that, you had that. Now we're seeing you in a completely different light. So now we're just trying to see, like, is something wrong? Are you okay? Is this who you've always been? And we're just being introduced to a new side of you that we've never been, you know, used to or whatever, or never been introduced to. What's going on? So I kind of, for me, and y'all know, I kind of understood where Ashley was coming from that point, but I felt like I was in the middle, maybe like a damn Mia child. I understood where, you know, two different sides was coming from. Mia comes for Wendy, okay, talking about her having that thong out. Baby, I screamed again because that thong was not giving what it should have been given, okay? It was not giving, girl. You should not have put that on, in my opinion, okay? Now the brown swimsuit, loved it. Whatever that shit was you brought on that trip, dead. I did not like it. Ain't nobody finna convince me to like it. I'm not gonna do it, okay? Skip past go because I won't be attending. All right. Now, Mia says that she was never a stripper. Now, Mia, you're not gonna continue. Ma'am, come to the front. You're not going to continue to play us, okay? They are all in the same range, girl. if you had to show a little bit of leg and thigh, all right, ma'am, and shake a little tail feather, 1, 2, 3, okay, possibly been a little tip drill, girl, listen to me. You was a stripper. Stop. I want Mia to cut this out like she is some type of prestigious. What do you think you are? What is it? What is it, Mia? You were a stripper. Well, I don't get it. Like, girl, it's okay. It's okay. They weren't embraced back then for real, outside of just a men. Now everybody loves the strippers, okay? You got professors like Wendy that go and work out at strip classes, girl. Listen, it is okay, but you, ma'am, we need to be, Wendy, if you want to beat anything in somebody's head, beat that into Mia's head, that she was a stripper, period. Let's move on, girl. All right. And Wendy said, girl, and with you being a stripper, I ain't never judged you. And she didn't. Oh, but then did she? Or did she? Or did she? No, I think she probably just called her out for her stories being conflicted. Okay. Not knowing what the hell her strip. First, she was a bartender. Okay. Then you was a damn exotic dancer in a gown. Girl, you was showing a little shoulder. You was doing a little something, everything. Girl, you was a stripper. You ain't know your age and stuff. Get it together, Mia. We gonna move on. Robyn says that they will keep their thoughts to themselves. And Wendy says that basically, I want y'all to please keep your thoughts to yourself because y'all hoes is some judgmental bitch, period. Okay? And Wendy would have been wrong had she turned around and told y'all, but you hoes can call me Dr. Wendy. Okay? Yeah, in my song and all that I am in and all that I possess is still Dr. Wendy to you. Okay? Now y'all would have been mad had she said that. Wine tasting. Candiace said she tired of talking about Wendy and her titties. I said, baby, Candiace, can I come over? Because I feel the same way. We could drink about all of this, girl. Listen, I feel the same way. I'm tired of hearing about her titties too. Let this lady shake some, do what she gonna do, girl. I'm tired of hearing about it. What else going on? I hope they don't drag this through the rest of the season. Like, I hope there's an ending point for Wendy and her body, but we'll see. Okay, so Ashley and Wendy. Ashley wanted to talk to Wendy. Wendy said, girl, what is this about? What you want to talk to me for? Girl, I just want to pull you to the side so we have a conversation. Ain't that's what you asked for? That's what you just told Gizelle? You told Gizelle that she was a real friend and she'll just pull you to the side, right? Well, then that's what I'm trying to do. So you want to go outside or you don't want to go outside? Wendy was like, right, I'll go out there, girl. What you want? Okay, so she go outside. They talking. Ashley says that I just want to talk to you to tell you about like Gizelle. Gizelle brought up some things about the blogs or whatever. We don't necessarily believe that is true, but it has some things, you know, regarding your husband. Actually, I don't even know if Ashley got to say her husband. I think Ashley just mentioned the blogs, and then once she mentioned the blogs, and said that she wanted to know whether or not it had anything to do with her sexiness or anything to do with her dynamic in her marriage or something like that, where she's out here doing the most. And Wendy cut her the hell off. Before Ashley could really get the words out, Wendy already knew where she was going. She had cut her completely off. This is where it kind of got a little fuzzy for me when Wendy came back in the house and the aggression that she gave to Gizelle the same way she did with Mia. It was just a bit awkward, and it made me feel like I was conflicted. Like, I felt like she was doing too much, but at the same time, I was like, well, she talking about that lady's family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm conflicted, guys. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, Wendy did the topic, and she starts going off about how Ashley tried to use this moment to attack her marriage. Okay, Ashley's like, no, I didn't try to do that. Because in all fairness, right? Ashley has had stuff about her husband hit the blogs and everything. And what has Bravo done? Put those clips out. They've even put the screenshots out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Ashley could have been coming at her in a vindictive way, but then it also could have been like, I'm just coming to talk to you about this because I know what it's been like, because I too have been in that same situation. Okay, so we just trying to, you know, assess some things. So much so that I think when what's that? Ashley's husband, Michael, was out there cheating. I think Ashley was thinking about, you know, changing things about herself. Not so much as like going to get her body done, but it made her feel a way about herself. So that kind of makes sense as to why they were trying to have this conversation with Wendy. And I think Ashley probably was the better person to go have this conversation with Wendy and not Gizelle. What else did I want to say? Wendy feels as though, well, girl, if Miss Gizelle feel that way, then girl, Gizelle should have came and talked to me. Why the fuck is you sitting out here? And I'm over here like, girl, I want to know when you watch this back, if you still feel the same way. I think from her tweets she do, because it's like, I don't think Gizelle felt like she was the right person to come and say something to you after you already snapped off on her. Okay, so it did seem like when Wendy was going off on Gizelle, she wasn't just going off on her about the blog situation. She was going off on her about her making her feel some type of way about her body. And it just seemed like anything else that could have been misplaced in the past. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I don't know, something was off about it for me. What else? Wendy speaks on a convo about Ashley and Gizelle, so she pulled everybody in. She like, listen, I got some I want to tell you, okay? Hear what I say. Ashley popped in for 2 seconds to cause violence and chaos. She really came and started World War III and dipped. And I'm glad Candiace caught her ass in that damn kitchen. So Wendy tells them about how she felt attacked. Like people out here talking about her husband. And they were like, girl, who was talking about your husband? And Wendy said, I mean, it's certain people in here, but was it you? Was it you? So she started going around the room trying to see who talking. Candiace over there like, girl, I don't know, man, about no damn idiot, girl. I don't know, man. Candiace over there just sipping because she don't know what the hell going on. Okay, so Wendy started going off on Gizelle, just telling her, girl, listen, everything people have said about you has been true, girl. I'm on your ass. That's long story short, okay? What you're not going to do, you're not going to play with me and mine, okay? My husband is an amazing man. You're not going to speak on him. That's what we're not going to do. She said, you're not going to also play with my family. You have me fucked up, okay? Thank you so much, Chaz. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat and the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so Wendy is pretty much going off, letting have on Miss Gizelle. Like, she read Gizelle. I ain't gonna lie. She read Gizelle, and Gizelle couldn't say anything because Wendy had her. Like, what can you say to that? The only thing she could say was like, did you tell her what I was saying? Like, did you tell her my part of it? Did you tell her that I didn't think it was true? Because it did for Gizelle probably came off as though Ashley did not tell the whole story. And that's what I also wish Ashley would have said outside when she was sitting with Wendy. When Wendy said, why didn't Gizelle come to me? I wanted Ashley to say, well, me and Gizelle talked, and Gizelle felt as though it would be best for me to talk to you because you just snapped off on her, and she didn't think that she would be the better person to talk to you. That, I feel like that could have been cleared up a little bit, but I also feel like Wendy was already on Gizelle's head, primarily based on how she made her feel earlier. Okay. What else happened? Gizelle, oh, this was something interesting Wendy said, and when she said, I was like, God damn. She said Gizelle doesn't understand parameters regarding relationships because she doesn't have a relationship that holds. Let me tell y'all something. Wendy didn't have to say anything before or after that. She could have said that one statement and drops the mic. Because that was a powerful statement. That was very real. She does not understand parameters. But then also, Gizelle needs therapy, number one. Even her daughters have talked about her being like emotionally like disconnected at times. So I think that she may need a different set of therapy. Okay. Yeah. So Wendy definitely read her down. Let me tell y'all, Karen was over there. She was over there trying not to praise the Lord. She was like Miss Karen was over there trying to get up and do a praise dance the way Miss Wendy gathered Gizelle and kept going in on Gizelle. Do you hear me? So much so that she said, girl, this ain't even about the rumors and the blogs no more. This about you. This is about you being with a man that's been around here smashing everybody in Baltimore. Hear me. Everybody in Baltimore, yet you still feel as though he's worthy to be in your life and your kids' life. I said, well, Wendy, wait a minute. Her life, I gotcha. Her kids' life, that's a stretch. That's actually their dad. So I don't think she has any control over that part, okay? But her kids are wiser than her, unfortunately, that they see through their dad and didn't even care for her to be in that relationship with that man, okay, to begin with. All right, that's that. But Wendy definitely got it popping with Miss Gizelle. She went off. Gizelle was trying to tell her that she did not believe it. I can't say honestly, Gizelle, and I don't know. I think my turning point is happening this season with Gizelle because I've really, really liked Gizelle over the past. She's always been like one of my favorites, her and Robyn. But it's definitely starting to turn a bit for me. For her to say that she didn't believe it, but you constantly brought it up, and then you mentioned it in the confessional, it is kind of like, no. But then you want to be mad at Karen because Karen is sitting up here telling lies on your husband, when in actuality the lies that Karen got was from blogs as well. So do you really not believe it? Or do you want somebody to probably be in the same situation that you were in? I'm not sure. And I really hate to go in on you like that, Gizelle, but girl, it's not adding up for me. Okay. What else is going on? Candiace, Miss Ashley. After everything went down, Ashley said, oh, well, that's my cue. I'm gonna go ahead and let me get my things. I have that. Do I have the milk? I have all of that. Miss Ashley was gonna get the hell on. Do you hear me? I screamed. It got all quiet on the Western Front. Miss Ashley was on her way out. Miss Candiace was over there like, I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass, bitch. She was over. Ashley ran. Candiace ran down on Ashley like, I know Candiace want to say, bitch, what was you thinking? What the was that shit? Okay. So and Candiace asked her something like, so what was your method for that? What was your goal? What was your point? Or something like that. And I'm like, I know that is not what Candiace really wants to say to you, girl. Okay. Ashley thought she was gonna get them bottles out that damn cabinet, honey. She thought she was finna go, baby. Candiace said, bitch. Where you going? Run it, girl. So she's upset with Ashley coming. I can't get over it, y'all. Ashley is I can't stand Ashley, bro. But this shit was funny as hell, especially when I think about the fact that she said, what's messier than two boys or besides me or something like that. Girl, that shit was messy as hell, and I was screaming. Oh my God, she came in there and fucked that stuff up. So Candiace talking to her like, why would you do that? Why would you bring some stuff in about blogs and stuff like that? And Ashley said, girl, it's online. It's online. Candiace said, okay then, girl, if it is online, then leave it online. Why would you bring it here? You know what, girl, get your milk and get your ass out. Girl, I was so here for it. Hollering, okay? Because Ashley was wrong. It's like, girl, why would you come down there for one day? Girl, one day, literally. Okay, a few hours, honestly. You came down there for a few hours where you could have waited till they got back. So was basically what you're saying is you was hating, you was mad that you couldn't really stay longer with the girls, so you wanted they trip up for them. Well, just say that. Girl, I can't. Wendy, come to the front. Come. I want to talk. Listen, you're not going to fool America and make us really believe that your husband looks anything like Idris Elba. You have everyone. You owe everybody an apology for your shit. Because you're not going to say, I do not care about what none of y'all saying, so y'all can scoot back and moonwalk to the back. That man looks nothing like no Idris Elba. Gonna sit up there talking about something. Of course I would have acted differently, but of course you'll comfort Eddie because, he looks like Idris Elba. And, that's the man that she said that she'll smash all night long. And this is the shit that I be talking about with Miss Wendy. When her arguments start to go left and it makes me feel like you're doing too much. Where is this coming from? Okay, if you're gonna be mad, address the situation at hand, but then you start pulling all kind of tricks out your bag and they ain't even landing. I told you all you had to do was say that one line, okay? She doesn't understand parameters around a relationship because she never had a relationship that holds, okay? That's all you had to say. But when you start doing extra, that's when the clowns start doing too much, okay? And I'm like, put the tricks back up, okay? Put the tricks back up and then just disappear, right? So she was just doing too much, but you're not gonna sit up here and play us. And that's why Gizelle, I holler. Gizelle just put her head down like this, and she was trying so hard not to bust out laughing in this lady face. Like, first of all, you're doing too much. Second of all, your man is not holding a candlestick at all. And when I'm talking about a candlestick, I'm really talking about the candle that you put on the cake. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that piece of a candle. He don't even hold that much. Girl, he don't hold a toothpick. Do you hear me? So no Idris. Eddie is not a bad looking man. Do not get it twisted. but he ain't no mother Idris Elba. And I said what I said, and you're not going to convince me of nothing different. Do you hear me? Don't sit up there and say some shit like that. Girl, I was like, girl, and Wendy, now I could, girl, you got us. Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss OMG. What style and brand are your lashes? Ooh, I think they're Ardell. I think they're Ardell wispies. Double wispies. Ardell double wispies. Yeah, I think those are, yeah. That's typically what I try to go for. Yeah, but I just felt the way about that, y'all. Girl, you're not gonna sit up here and play America. I'm on her head every time she try and say some shit like that about Eddie. I'm gonna put her in her place every time. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's wrong too. Put that down. No, ma'am. Can't have that either. No, ma'am. Put it down. No, ma'am. You're not gonna do that, Thomas. I'm here. Girl, let me tell you, he is a snack to you. And this the gag for me. Wendy up here acting like Tisha from Love and Marriage Huntsville. You're not gonna play us. Everybody don't want Marceau and everybody don't want Eddie. Okay, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Okay, so that's just really what all happened. All right, I ain't got time for Miss Wendy. I think she has a good husband, all that great stuff. But he also said he wasn't 100% fulfilled. I hope he happy though. I hope he happy. You probably do got some other things going on in your house and want to make sure your head's ain't looking at nobody. But you know, who knows, girl? That has yet to be seen. All right, what else did I want to say? I think that was it. I think it was the Idris Elba comment that took me out. So all in all, I really don't know who team to be on. I feel like I'm just like team entertainment because, like I said, I actually agree with Ashley on some stuff, unfortunately. And then I also felt like I was agreeing with Gizelle, but then when I thought about it, I don't know. And then Wendy, you should have like snapped on her, but then at the same time, it was like the way you chomped them off made us think, girl, is the rumors true? You chunked her off before she could even open up about it. And just like your energy about it was like, girl, you wouldn't even tell them what was being said. So it was like a little shaky for me. Like, could this be true? And the way you read Robyn, girl, this lady told this woman she ain't even got no man. Girl, you don't even got a man to complain about. I said, first of all, here's the thing for me. I'm going to get into it. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. Happy B-Day. Wendy cleared the floor with Gizelle. Gizelle brings the heat and takes the heat. We all would be complaining if this season was boring. True. Gizelle definitely sat there and she took that heat, and I can appreciate that. When it comes to Wendy, y'all, and y'all tell me y'all thoughts now, because I could be wrong. Okay, I want to interact. I want to hear what y'all saying. Why is it that we always make women feel bad for not having a man when it's the men that be fucking up to begin with? Why is that? Like, why would she take that type of shot like at Robyn and then now they're engaged? Because I thought that shot was directed at Gizelle. You know, especially for her to be a person that's like, oh, women empowerment this, women empowerment that, whoop, whoop, whoop. Then now you starting to attack somebody else that's really trying to just find out what the hell going on. Then you get an attitude with her. But ain't nobody get no attitude with you when you was going in. I mean, when Gizelle and Karen was going in, and then you hopped in and told nobody to speak. So then when she's just like, well, what's happening? Like everybody else around wondering what's going on, you decided to take your anger out on Robyn. And I just felt like, how long we gonna use that as a dart at women that they can't keep men instead of men not being able to keep women? Just because you got a husband, and we all know women have husbands today and don't have a husband next month. So what's really going on? Like, I don't know. I didn't really. Okay. Well, you know, but I also know that, you know, those that don't like Robyn and those that don't like Gizelle will continue to agree and go along with that and say it's whatever because they was talking to Gizelle and da-da-da-da. So I just hope that it's okay when they talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So when it falls on you and somebody take a dart at you and they keep talking about that, okay? I just hope I want it to be okay in the same sense. But that was it. You know, the episode was cool for what it was. I will say this. I noticed that I haven't been rushing to see Real Housewives of Potomac when it comes on. Like, I literally am okay with waiting damn near 24 hours later just to watch the show. And it wasn't always like that. So I don't know if the season is like bland a little bit. Or is it like, I mean, I don't know. It's something off. Let me go over here and check out y'all comments. See what y'all over here saying. Robyn hopped in to try and downplay and gaslight. So she got what she deserved. In your opinion? Be courteous in the chat and watch from the cheat cheap seats. Who is that? Who acting up? Who acting up? Like Karen said, they all knew about the rumors. It's about the fact that they decided to stay on the camera. I'm sure they all hear and see things about each other all the time, but Gizelle keeps bringing it up. And that's why when I sat back and thought about it, it's like my image of Gizelle is starting to really change. It's changing, but it's not in likes of anyone else, because I'm not crazy about Wendy either. I think that it was because she told Wendy, F you. Wendy told her to F herself first, and then Robyn said she will. What Robyn said, I think Robyn said she will or something. She put a leg up with the finger. Girl, Robyn, no man, Robyn, you do have a lot of time. You need to go and get your mind right though. But Wendy, from what I heard, I could have sworn Wendy told her F her first. Because Robyn inserted herself acting all confused to make someone sound crazy when she know what her best friend was up to. I have to agree with that, because they did have the conversation. They did have a conversation about it. I guess she just wasn't privy to the fact that Ashley was about to go and have this conversation with her right now. But the way y'all pull together and talk about everything else, you knew. Wendy was already on edge. They had been coming for her all weekend, and all had just gaslighted her at lunch. I think it came from a place of her feeling attacked, so that's where she went. Wendy had to speak their language. The GEBs act like having a man is so important. Good point. Meet them BITs where they at. All bets are off. Them two deserve every jab. The same way Candy was going to drag Mallory, don't talk about people's man. She attacked their relationships because she felt they attacked her relationship. Robyn didn't have to say anything. They attacked her several times. Robyn knew what the hell was going on. That's why Wendy went in on her too. Wendy never did that to Gizelle until Gizelle came for her. Truth. Like, what did Robyn do that deserved that? LOL, it wasn't even true. Because they attacked her, duh. Wendy didn't want her to even go there because it's not true. I hate how they attack Robyn and Juan's relationship. If it won't last, then we'll figure that out when it happens. IDK what they want Robyn to do. I agree with that a bit because I feel like that kind of goes with everybody, right? We don't know what's gonna happen with their relationship. Just because Ashley had these 2 new kids with her man is known to step out. So we could attack Michael because we don't. I mean, he may not be there either in a few years, child. She cut her off because she didn't want her to say the details on TV. Is it because it wasn't true, or she just didn't want her to say the details on TV? You in the middle too, Kimmy? I'm stuck, shawty. I'm stuck. I don't know. Now I kind of feel like I may have figured it out as I talk this out with you guys. Actually, when I think I figured it out. I think I'm leaning towards Wendy, even though I'm not a fan of Wendy's. I will say that. If you're right, you're right. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like you're wrong, you're wrong. So I think in this situation, I lean more towards Wendy's side than I do Gizelle's side. And I do think that Ashley had some things that I was like, that kind of makes sense. So even though I don't even watch the show, but I love when y'all review it. Thanks for watching. He said he wasn't fulfilled in his career. Okay, that's what it was, his career. Like, for her to say Gizelle wanted him was weird. That was weird. Why I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. You think so? He should just look good. He should look like Eddie to her. He should look like himself, a fine ass himself. Y'all wrong. My problem with Candiace is you shade and call people out in the green screen, not to them. I wish she said half the stuff to them they needed to hear. Interesting. Now, I will say that in her defense, I wonder if she don't be thinking about it in the moment, and then when they go back and play the screen to them as they're sitting in the confessional, if that's when she opens her mouth and say stuff. But the way she checked Ashley, she ain't got no problem checking Ashley. So might as well. And sometimes with these green screens, they film after like a lot of stuff has already been shot or the show is over. So the way she's been reading the GEBs makes me wonder, did they fall out or something? Because she ain't been playing with them. She ain't been playing with them at all. Right. Now he got to get online and see everybody talking about he ain't no Idris. Girl, you don't get your ass. I'm sorry, I'm going off until I'm done. But I agree, because they was pointless to say. That's why I question Wendy sometimes. Like, she brings up stuff that doesn't make sense. That's why she ain't carrying friends right now. It makes sense now. They both just throw out shit. And it'd be funny, but then it'd be like, girl, you like, what that had to do with anything? Where did that come from? That is hilarious. That's why they're good Judies now. I was so mad when Wendy made that Idris comment because I was with her up until that point. Eddie is a chocolate king, but not Idris. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, Anna said Eddie is better looking than Idris, and that's on P. If Candiace would have done, if Candiace would have done what Ashley did, everyone would have dragged Candiace. Everyone was saying Ashley knew the assignment. I agree 1000%. But that's how these fans are. And that makes you not want to watch the show sometimes or review the show, because they refuse to call out everybody. You know what I'm saying? When somebody else do something similar, they don't want to call them out. You know, they just want to, that's my girl and I'm sticking beside her. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just stand beside who they like. And if they don't like them, they find any excuse to come up with a reason as to why that person was wrong. But you're absolutely right. Had this been Candiace would have been dragged up and down the DMV. Up and down the DMV. They would have brought up Monique as much as they could have brought up old girl, as much as they could have. Yeah, they would have definitely dragged her. I hollered when the whiskey man said he was about to leave. I forgot he was there. I know he was like, this is my cue. Let me go ahead and get out for the whole start really throwing stuff. I just want to see how we get to the point where Candiace and Mia are throwing salad. That's what I want to see too. I want to see that too. Now, somebody said it was an interview Candiace did talking about how Mia, I guess she was trying to go around and haze people or something. And she couldn't, I guess, or questioning people or something. I guess Candiace wasn't answering her questions how she wanted her to or something. And some stuff popped off. Not sure, but we'll see. Candiace versus Ashley is the feud I always look forward to. It's so fresh, comedic, and right up my alley. Okay. Ashley got damn near yanked up by Candiace. Candiace, hold up. Not so fast. It was hilarious. Gizelle kept poking the bear and Wendy exploded. I thought her reaction was appropriate. Is that because you genuinely feel that way, or is that because you truly don't like Gizelle? Let me know y'all thoughts and comments down below. That's all I have. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and head out because I'm about to go to dinner yet again, because y'all know I like me some food. Okay, so that's that on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, subscribe to my backup channel. That's me, Jamie. I also uploaded a B-Day vlog, so go over there, check that out. Okay, follow me over there as well. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.